All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Today is Monday, October 20th, 2025, and this is the Indoor Farmer. I'm your host, Waylon, the Indoor Farmer, and this is our co host, Mr. Sprout. He's going to hang out over here. There you go, buddy. Lay down right there. We're going to play a little intro to get the show started. If you could hit the like button, help us out. You might be catching the replay. If you do, tell us what you think in the comments below. We'll be right back. Before we get started, while this intro is playing, head over to locals.com and sign up for free, and then become a member at theindoorfarmer.locals.com for $2 a month. It's well worth it, and you get to help support my vision, my end goal, my plan for the rest of my life. And we're going to talk about it today. Let's grow.
In a cold, lazy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man named Waylon, with his green thumb at his might. He's not your typical farmer, no fields, no barn, no plow. His farm's indoors, his harvest shared on the airwaves now. Waylon, the indoor farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. On Sunday, games are rolling, at 5:30 they start. The Indoor Farmers Game Night, where laughter plays a part. Monday brings his story, how he learned to farm and grow. The Indoor Farmer shares his journey, making it a show. With every episode, a chapter of his life, teaching us to live more green, reducing all our strife. Waylon, the indoor farmer, with his podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. Reviews of people, places, things. Waylon's got the scoop, from artisans to local wings. Wednesday, we grow Wednesday, where the mind expands, discussing food and farming with experts from the lands. He's not just growing plants, but communities as well. Through his microphone, he casts a spell. Thursday, people in the boxes, where stories intertwine, with guests from all walks sharing what they've seen. Each podcast is a seed planted in our mind. Waylon's cultivation of culture and of kind. Waylon, the indoor farmer, with this podcast every night. He's sowing seeds of knowledge, making our world a little more bright. From Sunday through to Thursday, his voice is on the line, bringing folks together, making learning so divine. So if you're feeling lonely or need a touch of green, tune into Waylon's podcast, where the urban farms the scene. He's not just farming indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon, the indoor farmer, connecting all the dots. He's not just growing indoors, he's harvesting our thoughts. Waylon, the indoor farmer, connecting all the dots. In a cold, lazy corner of the city, where the wildfire's strong and bright, lives a man
named Waylon, the Indoor Farmer. Hello, hello. Back again. It's one 1:06 now, 1:06 Central Time every Monday. It's the Indoor Farmer. It's a sort of generic way to describe the average person who could grow a little bit of anything indoors, do a little bit more indoors during our off season, during our cold winter months. And so it all stemmed from me thinking, well, how do we, grow food in places in the world that maybe don't have a great grow season, or a whole, or hundreds of thousands of acres of just flat land that they can cultivate. So I looked into it and actually found a bunch of places that do those kind of things, have indoor farms in like the Netherlands, I believe. I want to say Greenland. I'd have to look it up again to make sure, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, a couple of those countries that rely a lot on other countries to get their goods and services started doing that. And there are limitations, and I've continually find them weekly, and I bring you, I report to you what I find. But limitations such as the nutrients density is typically only good for mostly leafy greens, unless you do certain things and it becomes viable for vegetation and stuff like that. And those are things I've been experimenting with. Of course, over the years, I've had several different fruiting vegetables and fruits that are growing or tried to grow indoors. There's still limitations with what I have set up, just on equipment and lighting and stuff. I guess before we get too far into it, though, I will say hit the like button if you could. Hit the like button, share it out with some friends. We'll do a little door prize at the end of the show today. And congrats to the game night winners yesterday. Our winner, our champion, is Jessica Bingham. She's the overall champion, but everybody won. Everybody got something. It was a good game. We had fun, and we had some like revelations that we found out about the studio. We got more people on the screen. It was a good time. We had a good time yesterday. Check out Game Night episode 100. What was it, 20 something, 124? Anyway, um, what was I trying to do here? I need to pull up the pictures. Here they are. So I got a bunch of good pictures and video clips and stuff like that for today. Um, some of it is actually exciting for me because I got to finally put up a grow light that was new to me, basically a replacement to another light that had a warranty. So I got something that works at least, and it even has a dial on it, like an intensity dial already, which is nice. That's usually an upgrade. Hey Perry, hey Kat, shouts out to everybody watching right now. Hit the like button, share it out, tag a friend, maybe tag a few people that you know already come in here. How about that? Um, so anyway, I got this light put up finally, and you're gonna see that in a little bit. Let me show. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Pull up some music because I got to, more or less. At least in the background to keep my headphones from dying. Let's see here. Probably turn it down a hair or two. There we go. And you guys can let me know if the music gets too loud. I like it to be in the background for sure. Chris, come over to Rumble. Cheers. Rumble, we had a hell of a Rumble turnout yesterday. Shouts out to our new Rumble followers. We're almost to 600. We're getting close to 600. So if you could, do me this favor. If you watch me on Rumble and you have the gumption, hit the reshare button or whatever it's called. Yeah, I think it's called reshare. And it allows you to share it inside of Rumble, inside of this, like a reshare feed that I guess goes to its own location or whatever, its own like feed. So all you have to do is put a little title there, like hashtag WTIF or something like that, and good to go. All right, let me turn the music on. Here we go. Nobody over there on the Rumble. Cheers, bro, or folks. Hey, what's up, Ted? Jennifer, hello, hello. Come on in, guys. I do a door prize every episode. I will be handing out numbers on this episode to my locals members. If you haven't done so, go over here to locals.com, sign up. $2 a month. You can help support my dream, my vision, and also get in a bunch of awesome prizes and giveaways. But this is the number. No, that's game night. We can unpin that. Let's unpin the game night and check out the number post. The number post has 8 commenters. We give away. I do 4 spins and only 8 people on the number post. And I did commit to this. The first person looks like JB this week gets to have 2 spots on the number wheel. So it'll be 2 number ones. And this week it was JB. She won the game. She helped us out on people in the boxes. Thank you, JB. But yes, make sure you jump in here before the about an hour from now. I'll probably stop and do these numbers. Looks like we got plenty of room for. Oh, looks like Cat just got on there. Good, good, good. Excellent, Cat. Excellent. All right, let's pull up the pictures for today. We'll get into it. Let's get into it, and then of course we'll do the second half. We'll do our Garden Savvy segment. Go check out the Garden Savvy website and the garden community over there. She cheated on the game, you think? Yeah, it was a fun game, Chris. Thanks for playing, man. All right, so check out my ladies after I chopped them all down. Of course, there are 2 still here that basically died overnight. I had high hopes for both of them. This one was kind of purpley, like it was very purple before the other ones. And then this big one on the right, that had to be a pound loss, you guys. Maybe not. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but man, it was a lot. They were really heavy, big, giant branches that had a lot of really big colas. It was very sad. Now, I will say that my freezer is still full, so I actually couldn't have even taken any more, to be honest. So there is that. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Thank you, Lord. I need a new freezer next. But yeah, I definitely don't have any more room for processing. I have a bunch of frozen bud now that I need to start washing, turning into bubble hash. Bubble hash time. It's time to go. Go, go, go. Isn't it wild how they can go from looking great, yeah, to just gone in like, yeah, just overnight, Cat. Just overnight. Why are you in my backyard again? Well, this is actually my side yard, Cat. It's not much to look at, but it's this little piece of ground that I have right here that they seem to want to grow in. It's about the best place I have for sunlight. That's kind of not next to the road out front. You know what I mean? A little close-up action. Oh no, here's today. I got some mess to clean up still from harvest, but man, I just haven't wanted to even look at it. Got some bamboo in here that I need to get out, zip tied to the plant, and then there's a couple pieces up here I have to take out. But I can't wait to get this stock. This one stock. I'm just gonna have it with me during the show, just standing here next to me. What does the stock say? I'll turn and ask it questions. It'll be a good time. You seen that before, Ted? Well, it's just crazy though. Still, nice truck, Perry. Well, what do you think of this? What do you think of my neighbor's other car? Possibly, Chris. I don't know what I have it set to display as. Let me look real fast. Oh, I don't need that. I need this. Moderation admin. Sort by recent. I have it sorted as recent, so first come, first serve, Chris. that's how that works. And it looks like JB is the first one. Yeah. Meh, meh, meh. Okay, what just happened there? Zoomed in. Got a bunch of bamboo. That bamboo is nice. I just put it in the garage and use it for something else. James, what's up? James, we need to get with you, man. See if you want to continue on with the game night wheel. Kind of ran out of the beans. We ran out of the growers only underground genetics. We want to get some more. Seal it and be like Gandalf and shit. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. I want to seal it up. I want to get like put like a face on it somehow, you know. I had 3 grow rooms at my house in Colorado. At one time, like 20 plants just decided they were done. No temperature change, no water change, nothing. That is, yeah, it's such a weird, it's like a self suicide or something like that. Oh, Perry, I'm just fucking with you. No, that's my neighbor's house over that way, over yonder. Get a better look at it on this picture, I guess. I think we're going inside now. Oh, no, one more picture outside, I think, and then inside. Yeah, look at this. I mean, it's almost like it might have had something still worth processing. I just didn't feel like it. On top of the fact that I don't have a lot of space left, but it just looks funky now. I'd be afraid of what it would be like getting something out of that. Oh, nice, James. Getting the transplants going on. What does the stock say? Beep, beep, bop, bop, beep, beep, you know, something like that, right? Dee, dee, dot, dot. You know, do a little scat with it. Skip, bop, 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 bop. Okay, now I think we're heading inside, but man, this is just, it hurts to look at. That was, that this one plant probably would have been close to, I don't know, that's a weird guess to say that, but I think it would have almost been close to the total equivalent of everything else that I harvested. Like it would have almost doubled what I took in. Yeah, look at all the buds, cat, and they're all just shriveled up and dried out, and ugh. But the stalk, what does the stalk say? It's going to be badass. That's what it says. We go back one here, and we'll look at it one more time. Because the stalk, it may not look like it from here, but at the bottom, I can barely get my fingers around it. That thing is thick. I actually might not be able to fully fit my fingers around the bottom. That's how men measure things. Uh, anyway, it goes up pretty high. I think I'll probably chop off all the branches from the top. Just leave it right and then cut all these off. Start sanding it down. I need like a movie montage maybe, and just get that bad boy looking like just, I don't know, the best fucking walking stick ever. Get like a carve the top maybe into like an eagle's claw, and then put like a big stone in the top. Start casting like magical incantations, you know. Kayla, hello. Business cards and stickers and bucket hats. Oh, out of packs for a while. Oh, that's okay, bro. That's okay. I understand. You're still part of my list of approved business partners. So I took this picture because I wanted to show you guys without showing you my license plate, that I got to get up in this tree before winter and just start hacking away at branches. Like I want the whole tree gone, but that's going to be like 3 grand. And I mean, even if I keep I've talked about it a few times, I guess, but even if I keep all the wood, which would be a lot of work, but I could actually use it because my gully, it would help fill in my gully quite a bit. But right now, temporarily, even just the next couple months or the next few weeks, I have to climb up there with my own ladder and chop down these lower branches because they're starting to get up into my gutters, No good. No bueno. Wasted weed. Well, I don't know if it was wasted, man. I mean, I don't know what I would have really gotten out of it, honestly. Maybe a little bubble hash. Is it some kind of form of bud rot though? Like that's kind of what I was worried about. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chop these branches down. I did, nobody. I said hi. Did you hear me? Did you hear when I said hi? We're inside again. We're inside now. Here's Miss Lemone strutting her stuff indoors, just soaking up the love. She is loving life in here. Now, she does have some weird, funky branches that grew kind of downward, like you were saying, James. But a lot of the new growth here coming up, growing up top. Being an adult, they said. It would be fun, they said, right, Kat? Yep, own a house. That's the way to go, right? Although I'm not trying to talk people out of it, honestly. It's still better to have, you know, self responsibility than no responsibility, in my opinion. Hey, there's the cover photo. Me and Lemone, me and my new girl, Lemone. She's a great gal. James hooked us up. James, how do you feel about creating a love connection like this? I mean, you can see that these two are just beaming with joy, beaming with light. It's very it seems like a strong connection at first sight, you know. She needs me, I need her. It's great. There is still a cocoon inside the lemon. It's a lemon tree. If you didn't catch that by the name, Lemone. I don't know when I'll get lemons out of it, but I do need to do a transplant still, so we got to do that transplant soon. I'd love to start using lemon peel for different things, not just food, but cleaning and pest deterrent type stuff. Let's see a hashtag WTIF in the chat if you're listening. 16 awesome people here. Let's see it. So I got my pepper plants that both came back. Chopped them back, chopped them most of the rest of it off of them. Kept a few green leaves and they all started growing back. Already starting to make peppers. Then you got the pineapple that I don't know, guys. I feel like that pineapple is not looking great. It doesn't I don't think it loves where it's at, but it's living. It's figuring out a way. Nature figures out a way. And our other pepper plant, it's doing quite a lot. It's got some bloomed flowers already. It's going to be peppers growing over there in no time. And it really works a lot better to have or to cut back. Something I think I have to get used to indoors, and that's going to be cutting things back, cutting some of these plants down to size. Keeping them pruned to a certain size. Hey, thanks, Brenda. If you Google it, it says like 4 years to produce. Okay. Well, we'll see. Might be the pineapple might be done by that time. I know the pineapple takes a long time too, but it may not ever actually fruit. So we'll see. We shall see. Um, by the way, speaking of C, I don't know why I thought of this, but we found out yesterday that we can have more than 5 people on screen. I don't know if anybody was keeping track of that, but on People in the Boxes on Thursday, we're going to be talking about current events. Let me know if you want to get in on the game, on the story game. We have fun with it, and now we have more room for more people. So I want to start advertising that a little bit, as much as I can. Yeah, this system looks pretty sad. I definitely need to put something else in it, but I want to tear it apart and make a new setup. Set up a whole new system, with some of the knowledge I've gained over the last couple of years since I've been running this system just nonstop for 2 years. I have this whole plan, a whole new aquarium that is, well, it's not brand new, but it's bigger, another aquarium that's bigger so I could run them in series, I could run them connected to each other and have more volume of water, more fish, more filtration, the whole thing. But I don't. That's why I kind of haven't been adding anything to this. I kind of haven't been worried about moving to something new or adding more things to it because it's just not. It's not easy to even think about taking it apart when I have a bunch of plants growing in there. Right now, it's kind of like okay. Although it's funny, I don't want to. I don't want any of those three plants to die. I think the peppers are awesome because they just keep coming back. So that's one plant I'll be keeping a note. Peppers and basil. There's a point now where I have to decide what kind of plants work best in the aquaponics system, and then secondly, if not connected to that, what kind of plants work best indoors. And so you're going to see my grow table here next. And the grow table has been a fun experiment. I've got some ideas on what to do next with it. Maybe possibly cut the legs a little bit shorter, give myself some more headroom over the table. But I've talked about this a few times, but that grow light has to be replaced, and we did that. I did that today, so you're going to see that here in a minute. I also have this basement needs some work, needs some dewatering or slash protection for that type of an issue. I'm not really sure why it's happening, but yeah, two corners in the basement are just problematic, we'll say. And I looked into it. It's like we're talking 10 grand to put in a whole system that would ensure no water gets into the basement. You want in, cat? He's thick. Who's thick? The pineapple? Size does matter, James. Must be the delay that I'm messing me up. Okay, so here's like a corner where I usually do like composting. I put a lot of compost stuff in there, and what you can see is like basically all of the soft vegetation is eaten right away, and then there's just sticks. There's these sticks everywhere from different kinds of plants, different stems, and root systems and things like that. But those don't really pose a threat as far as uh, well, I mean, I guess there are some downsides to having those around because any sort of decaying organic waste may attract things like spider mites, but they're more attracted to like dead leaves and more like damaged plants and plants that aren't healthy. So I feel like I'm pretty safe here with the little pile of sticks in the corner. That's okay. I just kind of cover them up when I can. And then I ended up digging a hole here and burying another bit of compost. Sprout, why don't you go sit down again? Here you go. Another little angle. Another angle. Man, I got these green onions, and I'm excited. I like them. I eat them I eat them with a bunch of different things. Throw them in salad. I'll throw them on a sandwich. I put them in soup and things like that. Eggs. Um, put them on steak. I love the green onions, but there's a lot of them still. So somebody, I want to say it was Sheena. I want to say it was Miss Dripping Rainbow's tie dye who suggested I dry them out. Or was it Lila Rose? Dry them out and make some onion powder. So I think I'm going to try and do that. I don't know how to do that exactly, but I think I chop them up first. I'll have to look up a recipe. Maybe the Garden AI on the Garden Savvy might have something to tell me about it. I don't know. We'll see. Gordon, what's up, man? How are you today? Smash that like button. Let's run the numbers up. Hit the tags and share it out to some friends. Everybody's got to eat. Your pepper plants are thick. Ah, I see. Went on people in the boxes. Okay. Okay. You just have to be, use a little bit of common sense when it comes to some etiquette because we are trying to run a show, so we just want to make sure everybody's not trying to interrupt everybody else, and it's a fun time though. So you'll have to come up with at least 2 to 3 stories, a couple sentences long. You don't want to make them very long. Some generalized stories about what happened to you over the last recent couple weeks, and you can send them into our story keeper, which this week will be Brenda. Miss Brenda is in the house. Chop them and dry. So chop them first, you think? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Chop them into little circles, dry them out, and then grind them up. The hairpiece lady, James. All right, I'm getting excited to show you guys. I'm trying to be keeping on the DL. We're gonna show you the new light here soon. I'm excited. So James, here's the old house plant. I don't know. I haven't named it, but James gave me this house plant. I think it looks good. It's starting to grow new growth here. It's the only house plant I own. I'm hoping to keep it alive. Come over to rumble.com and find us live on Rumble. If you haven't yet, hit that like button on Rumble. Comment on the post if you want, because the live chat does disappear. If you want a permanent, you know, message or a question or something about the show, comment below the post on Rumble. The storm thrashed my tomato plants. Oh no. Over and knocked some green tomatoes off. Oh, dude. Well, maybe you can get some seeds out of those green tomatoes. Don't grind them. Keep them as chives. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. You can chop them long ways so they're not like circles, but I like the circles though. I need to transplant the lemon. This lemon. Here's my mint plant, which I ended up see this flower. I missed it, but I came back and got it. Got to tear the flowers off so that way they keep producing. Just keep making more mint. It's looking pretty good. I just need to water it more often, I think. Give her some water more often. I haven't been watering that often. I've been sort of maintaining, which means once a week I'll kind of run a few gallons of water from the aquarium into this grow bed that we're looking at. Kind of sort of saturate the bed as much as possible. I wet the bed. I wet the bed once a week. Oh man, you know what? We need a bong toke. If you guys would be so kind as to hit the hashtag WTIF. I'm with you on that, Gordon. I don't have dabs right now, but if I can get 4 unique hashtag WTIFs, we'll take a quick smoke break. But yeah, the mint smells good. I don't really do anything else with it. I just try to keep it growing. Keep it growing. I got big beefsteak tomato seeds for next year. Nice. Chives are circles. Well, they don't have to be. Chive, that doesn't mean circle. But yeah, I mean, I just would want them a little smaller than the circles. It's kind of a sprinkle, if you will. Tree and plant. Tree and plant. Both. Oh, the tree and the plant. What do you mean both? It is a tree. What plant? Oh, wait, I need to transplant the house plant. Oh, okay. I understand now. I understand now. Here's a little kohlrabi for you. It's my next biggest football-shaped kohlrabi. There's two. There's two hashtags. Rumble's a little faster than Facebook. I need two more unique hashtags. Yeah, I'm actually into the kohlrabi now. I can chop it up and throw it in. I mostly just make stews a lot, where I can throw a lot of stuff in there together. And I'll be honest, like it's good. I like a stew. I like a soup, but I also got to get I got to branch out. No pun intended. To grow other things. I need to do other things. I pee too much, James, to wet the bed once a week. Well, I wet the bed earlier today. I got it good and wet, and wetted all the plants. I wetted my planties, and I wetted the bed today. It was good stuff. There's three. There's three. Can I get one from Facebook? I don't see any from Facebook yet, but there's still, I think, a couple minutes ago on the on the delay. Can we get one more? This kohlrabi deserves a hashtag WTIF. There. Oh, you didn't hashtag it, Gordon, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Hit the hashtag with it. All right. We got some. I was excited. I got some in-house footage today without my phone, recorded off the computer to replace the light. So I could take a little longer video, because the problem usually is when I take a video more than 3 minutes, it takes too long, or it errors out when I try to upload it onto the computer, and just the whole process. So that's why I take these short videos. There's probably an answer for that, but is what it is. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Cheers to me. If we ever disagree, we still got to eat, so why not just grow some food together and work on that? JB, hey, congrats again uh, on your win yesterday of the Clowns or Cats game. I thought it was pretty fun. Cheers. Remember, if you're a veteran out there and you want to get involved in a growing community of veterans who learn to grow and to use growing as a way to for therapy, and a way to get themselves, back to working with their hands and such. There's two groups I'm involved with: Boots to Bushes, and there's also Vet Codes. Vet Codes is a good group. They both do a lot of giveaways for veterans. So let me know if you want to join. Cheers. You're welcome. Thank you guys. Okay. Well, let's pull the pictures back up. I'm going to get through the pictures at least before we stop to do the numbers. Yeah, there's my onions. I just ate some again last night. I made a stew. I had some leftover chicken and rice, and I just added them in to a pot with some bone broth and a can of, I think, some Progresso chicken and something soup. I forgot what it was. It wasn't chicken and noodle though. It was like chickpeas or something. Anyway, put those together with some kohlrabi and kohlrabi leaves, and then green onions and broccoli that I'm growing. So it's fun. It's fun to throw, just to supplement what you're growing with a few things that are not what you're growing, what you're eating. Supplement what you're eating with a few things that you're growing, and it just kicks it to another level. It kind of reminds me of when you grow your own cannabis and you get to smoke it. It's so much better, even though the quality might not be that great, but it tastes better and it feels better knowing that you did it yourself. Right? We all know that feeling. We all know that feeling. All right. So I got a bit of a mess to clean up over here. I did end up burying this box with some compost inside of it, and then I watered it in to make the cardboard kind of soft. I put water on the top of it, on top of the soil, and then the I covered it in soil, then I watered it in. If that makes sense. Um, and that was over in the other corner. A lot of broccoli. I think I have like three main broccoli plants still growing, and I just chop them back, and then they'll make more broccoli. And see, like even this little, you might not think of that as broccoli, but you could chop this first couple inches off and throw it in your stew or whatever, and boom, you're getting broccoli. It tastes like broccoli. This is the back side of the table too. There's not a lot of space between the wall, which kind of sucks, but at least I can get to all the areas on the table. What I'm thinking about changing the light cycle throughout the year to match outside. I didn't think I was going to have to do that. I thought, I think there was a little bit of hubris, a little bit of arrogance, maybe thinking, oh well, I don't need to worry about having less light in the wintertime. I'm indoors. I can have the light on, you know, as much as I want. But the problem with that I'm running into is that there are only certain plants that would be able to thrive in that environment. A lot of things I might want to grow actually need that light cycle to change, or to have a shorter light cycle or whatever. And so I thought, well, that's going to be kind of a pain in the ass unless I make a list of only the plants that I can grow, and then I'm sort of limiting myself in that way. Um, so what I thought instead was why not just mimic the light cycle outside, and in that way I could basically mimic the growth seasons outside. The only thing is, what would I do during the winter? The winter where there is no growth season outside, what am I going to do indoors? So I think that's when I would have to sort of just have a narrow list of the plants that do really well at a set light cycle at whatever I do, 18 hours, I guess, and go from there. And then just do that for the winter months. Call it, November to March, maybe. If I do it that way, I can at least count on like something that I can know when to change just by outside. But then, what am I going to change in a few minutes every day? Like, I don't know. That's it's a thought I'm forming. I'm forming this idea of like how could I mimic outside while also taking full advantage of being able to grow all year long. Now, one way of doing that is to have different areas, different rooms set up with different light cycles. And I do have some space to do that. I just can't do that with like more than a couple of times, like maybe two or three rooms where I could wall off a little section, maybe even use a tent if I wanted to, and have a separate sort of climate or a separate grow season. That's okay, Chris. I'd rather you stay on Rumble anyway. You got a feeling, James? I'm off to go check my eyelids. Okay, Gordon, have a good night's sleep. Another kohlrabi forming down in there. Really? I won't go to the pictures or the videos. Okay. Two more videos. course, I was listening to things, keep myself occupied. This wasn't easy. And Jess, before you even say anything, I know I could have waited or, you know, worried about waiting for trying to get somebody to help me, but I went ahead and did it. I did it anyway. These lights are not light, and they also it's kind of I have to stick my arm out over the table, like kind of overextended, you know. I went ahead and I took another hat for myself, and I didn't want to do that, but look how much cleaner and nicer that hat is. My other hat, the placard came off because I kept beating it against things and pried it off somehow. So we'll just skip in here a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, that thing's over 5 minutes long. I couldn't do that on the phone, which is sad. This day and age. This day and age. What's everybody else grilling on out right now? Working indoors, outdoors. Okay, here's my light. Here's my new light. But yeah, Chris, we are live on Facebook. If you want to pop over there and hit the buttons. I need to get at least 10 people in here before we do the door prize, and it's probably in about a half an hour. Doctor still hasn't called you back. Well, that sucks, man. I had a doctor's appointment today, and they can't figure out what's wrong with me. They said I'm just an asshole. Like, all right, doc, I understand. Thank you for the emojis. Hit them up. Throw up some Rumble stickers or whatever they're called. So I'm actually letting the full weight of the light sit on the onions and broccoli for a short time, and that light is not. That light is heavy. That's such a weird wording. Yeah, the light is very heavy. JB, let's go. The prayer was for me not getting hurt. uh, Hit the button. Thanks, Chris. The beauty of that on Facebook is I don't need to ask who hit the button or not. I can just see in the list. So yeah, this light was already starting to go bad on me, although I've had it for over 3 years now. I've dropped it once. That light's been through a lot. Good thing it wasn't your right arm, Chris. Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's the arm that probably like wash things and wipe things down. Could be the arm that you use to open doors with, twist door handles. Possibly the arm that you use the remote. Good for the remote. That arm. Don't tell me that's the arm you eat with. Oh, snap. JB got a dancing. Is that a monkey? Oh, I know what it is, Chris. That's the arm that you hail a taxi with, right? Taxi. And I froze it somehow just by touching the camera, and it stayed frozen for a little while. But luckily, I just took another video. This one's 13 minutes. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn. Or maybe we'll grab this bong down here. What do y'all think? Get this Monday started off right. I need to get with my friend Joe Kelly. Gonna try some of his products. And JB, what are you thinking? Are you gonna do some FICO anytime soon? The FICO guys, it's been nice. It's been a nice break for me not to inhale the cannabis because edibles don't do a lot for me, but the FICO, tell you what, I have a good day when I have some FICO. The only thing about it that kind of sucks, which is a little bit superficial, is that then I don't feel like going live and hanging out on live streams because I'm not sitting there smoking with people. Like I just feels like that was the thing that we were hanging out. I like conversation, but I still would feel weird not throwing that in there. You know. Next few days, okay. Oh, look at me, I almost dropped it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. No bueno. Don't you dare drop that shit. I was really struggling trying to figure out how to get this, how to do this by myself, and I was like, how would I, how would I go about this? I still ultimately had to lean it onto the plants, but it wasn't bad. I think I ended up finding a pretty good way of doing it. You'll let me know, thank you. I need to make a lot of bubble hash before then. Well, I'm going to be handing out some numbers here shortly. If you haven't signed up over on Locals, indoorfarmer.locals.com, look, I try to bring reality and the internet together. A lot of people like to live in the internet, but I like to, I don't know, mix it with our reality. People can really say they like to do one better than the other, but they're so connected now. And so tomorrow is the Indoor Farmer Reviews, and that's one thing that I did was I started a show to get myself out of the house, go find something in the local community that was going on, that happening. I don't even have a review for tomorrow because I went to an event at a place that I just reviewed not long ago, so it's not really any new footage or anything. So I have to find something else. Anyway, another way I do that is I bring my real life ups and downs like this, trying to figure out the next steps on how to grow my own food and how to turn it into a business. I bring that to you guys, and that takes real life action. That takes footage from me doing something. And I may not be working as hard as I should. I mean, I'm always constantly my own biggest critic, trying to figure out where I can improve next. But I want to invite you along with me Sign up at locals. That's kind of my little home base, if you will, on the internet, and help support the vision. Not just the podcasting, because that is starting to support itself through ads and the Rumble Creator Program. Shouts out to Rumble. Okay, so back to the video here. I actually figured out, like, okay, I can actually, these hooks or the D rings, I have a lot of extra length of the rope, so I let them out long enough to attach them to the hooks, but there was still a bit of a problem. Still a bit of a problem, which you'll see here shortly. I'm like, okay, so we'll put it up here on this thin lip and see where we can go from there. You had pulleys. See, look at that. Whoop, that was the problem. I'm at the wrong end of the hooks to where they're popping right off. So if that makes sense. So I didn't even that's funny. I didn't even think it through that much. I just tried it from a different side, and it happened to be the right side, the right angle. So all I did was put the D rings through those little slits, and instead of going to find some kind of metal coat hanger or whatever and creating some kind of hanging system, I just went ahead and hooked them through there, and they all are tight enough that they're being pulled against the hooks. I tried it again. I tried it a couple more times. I'm like, this is not gonna work. I had to readjust. Hey, we got to 10 people on Rumble. Looks like Rumble's in for the door prize. Anybody on Facebook, if you want to help tag and share, I will hit the bong for you while you do that. And if you can get up to 10 people, we'll add the Facebook site on the door prize as well. All right, I was like, all right, I can do this. Let's lean this on my head. Ultimately, still did not work. Now, I could have done it the way that I ended up going with it and actually getting it done. I could have done that from this angle, but I didn't. I didn't know what I knew, what I know, and now I know, and now you know. Rose, thank you. Cheers. The lighter is almost out. It's not a good. And then I was like, okay, here it is. Let's come over to the other side, right? Oh, and then I put my neck in between the lights. That helped even more. This looks incredibly awkward, but I did end up getting it this way. Now hold it like a pizza. Oh, oh, don't drop it. Oh, I'm trying not to let it go all the way. Ultimately, had to let it go. Just let it go, Waylon. Let it go. Let's load it up. Get this Monday sparking up. like it should be. Let's pick it up. Oh no, the broccoli, not the broccoli that's been growing for like a year. Rebrockles itself all the time. Ah, that feels good to just have it off the plants. But wait, there's more. JB, it was a spur of the moment. You know, I get things done when they boil up enough that they happen. You know, it just happened. It doesn't cover the whole table, unfortunately, so I still have to do something about the other end. One of your doctors called, Chris? Okay. Please tell us. 18 of us here. We all want to know, what did the doctors say? Right? Not too bad, huh? Not too bad. Thanks, Jess. I think it works a lot better. Gives me a little more grow space, even though it's only a couple inches. It definitely got off of the broccoli a little bit better. I think I was able to raise it up a little higher. I might actually still have some room to raise it up. Aha! Eureka! Eureka's light bulb. Oh, that side profile though. Holy shit. As he looks at his work, satisfied, thinking, what's up? What's for lunch? Cheers. Looking good, I think. Looking much better. Got the older light that costs more on power usage. It gives me less of a reach. The other light did, and this light is much better. Just transplanted a cannabis plant and planted two more baby. Oh, nice. What's the strain, James? What's the strain, James? Wow, still only 9 people on the numbers wheel. JB, I don't know if you were here earlier, but you're number 1. That gives you 2 spots. You were the first commenter on the post. You now get 2 spots for doing that. Diane, number 2. Jess Rosebud, number 3. Perry Wood, number 4. Nobody, number 5. Joe Orzel, number 6. Margaret Jett, number 7. Kayla, number 8. Number 8. Let's go. Kat Reed, newest subscriber right here, number 9. Says she wants to be involved in people in the boxes. And that's it. Okay. All right. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Chris said you cheated. All right. Good luck, guys. I hope. I shouldn't be too upset when people don't get on the number post but are still subscribed, because that just means you're not. It's not the biggest thing, not the biggest worry for you. Um, and I appreciate the support. I shouldn't be worried about how many people want the prizes. I should be more worried about how many people are in the community, and I want you to join. If you feel like you don't have the money to do it, that is where the prizes come in, because you can actually make money by joining my community. Pay $2 a month, win hundreds of dollars in prizes. No joke. And trade it. Hell, win $100 in prizes and trade it to the various prizes to people for half price. Make $50, and you've just made multiple years of subscription back. All right. Number 6 is our first winner this week. Take them off the wheel. Let's find out who it is. Joe Orzel. Congratulations, Joe. Mr. Joe Orzel. Congrats. All right, before we get to the door prize, which I'm sure so many of you are hoping to get in on, let's go over here to the Garden Savvy, to our little weekly post. I'm going to say, hey, Garden Saviers. My newest addition to the indoor farm is a lemon tree. I call her Lemone. Tune in to find out what else is growing on. Everybody has to eat. And throw my own hashtag in there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, what do I plant in 7A now, October 18th? I'm not sure, Mitchell. Just hit you with the like button, though. Mark Galaviz? Oh, okay, he said he's put up a picture of his garden horta sketch working on his grow beds outside his house. Let's give him a good old hearts strawberry. This asparagus takes forever. Some asparagus just gave its first round of spears. Oh, nice. John, the owner of Garden Savvy, says asparagus takes forever to grow. It really requires patience. Yeah. Yeah. Great stuff, John says. Okay, well, thanks, John. I hope you came to see the show. Let's see if we can. I can't reply. Can I tag him? Hanks. Thanks at John. John Erling. No. Cool. We're pretty much caught up then. Hey, but if you want to come over here and help me blow up this community, let's join in. It's $35 for a year membership, but I can get you a $5 discount on that if you're at all interested. Let me know. Oh, I need more hashtags. I'm down here at 7. I want to make mine the most used hashtag on the site. So of course you have the community that's kind of a social media for gardening. Then we have things like the Garden AI. Let me ask it a couple questions here. What type of produce likes growing in, let's see, 18-hour of light cycles? I'm not sure if that's going to understand me or not. Not sure if I understand me. What types of produce likes growing in 18 hours of light cycle? Many gardeners choose to use 18-hour light cycles, especially in indoor or greenhouse environments, to mimic long days and promote faster growth. Here are some popular choices. Okay, some leafy greens, herbs, basil or a tomato, peppers, strawberries, microgreens. Best results ensure your plants also get a period of darkness, usually around 6 hours, to rest and perform essential biological processes. Okay, so that even in all like vegetables, it's giving us that information. So cannabis, most cannabis growers know this, that you have to have, and some people will do 24-hour light cycles. Some people do their own thing, but for the most part, it's basically the same thing. Let's see, lettuce, spinach, kale, all love these light cycles, and or as these promote lush green growth. They're excellent for quick harvest and grow rapid with extended light. So my radishes are not liking it in here, and that's why. That's why they don't like it. Of course, you can do your own Horta sketch, where it keeps track of all kinds of information, not just the look of the garden, but it talks about spacing, and it shows like rows. Um, See, I'm not really sure why I can't just do this with all of them. Hmm. So you can make it say, let's see, let's go up in rows. Just hit no. Plants per row, about 4. Aha! I see. I see. So look at this. I got rows, and then I can I can make my row spacing go smaller. So whatever I want, and once you set it all up into, like, say you have a outdoor area, once you set it all up, then it's keeping track of the months and dates and your grow. What is it? Area, grow climate, all these things, and you got notes over here that you can make, and it keeps track of all that, and then puts it all in together, and gives you a whole bunch of data points that you can use to. Oh, 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 let's go back, please. Thank you. Ah. Anyway, you got your profile, and you can like and share, and I think friends and stuff. You can make groups. I don't have a group, but that's okay. Not necessary just yet, but it's something to think about joining. All right. Okay, who wants to get on this door prize? We hit our goal on Rumble. I don't think we ever got to 10 on Facebook, but that's okay. That's to be expected on a Monday. Everybody's getting going. Everybody's starting their week off, hopefully on the right foot. Even with auto plants, a lot of the people who are experienced with autos still say they need some dark. Yeah, yeah, that's true. All right, who's still here and awake? Let's see. Let's see the hashtag again to put you all individually on the wheel. Hashtag WTIF. Everybody's got to eat. My plants do absolutely fine. Yeah, I know you do that, the 24 hours thing. Your plants do fine. Well, I feel like that's unusual, and I think maybe you can do that because you have enough experience with the plants that you can change direction if needed. I think I would say if you're talking to a new grower, you wouldn't say to do 24 hours of light. You know what I mean? All right, we got Kayla. Oh, please. Here, please. Thank you. JB. Perry. Nobody. Wow. I want to get at least 6 people on the wheel before I spin that. You do 24 hours in your veg tent to keep the temps up? That makes sense. Kyle, what's up? There's 6. Cheers. Guys, if you haven't done so yet, you want to get in on the giveaway for the Level Up Mycology. Let me show it to you real quick. What's up, Kyle? How's your Monday treating you so far? we're about to wrap it up over here. Do the door prize wheel. I just wanted to point this out again. I was supposed to do the spin Friday, but I didn't. So we'll just wait another week, see how much what excitement. Because honestly, if the number of people that want to do the giveaway or want to get in on this keeps going down, I may not do another one. So better get in on it while it lasts. He'll give me another one. He'll do this again every time I can make a post that's worth it. Let's see what level up mycology is up to. 213 followers. 213 followers. Let's do this for him. Let's go in here. Invite friends. Select 1,000. Send invites. Boom. It might work. Might get a few. Might get a couple hundred even. That's great. That's great. Shows them doing the whole process. $50 value. Just you have to follow the rules, follow the directions. Okay. I think I gave enough time for anybody that was still here that wants to get in on the door prize. Let's go. I don't know what to tell you there, Chris. You're going to have to start growing them. All right. Good luck and thanks for chilling. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, I guess, let's keep you captive for a moment because it looks like we've got enough people in here to do a. Ooh. Ooh. What's this? What's this? Crypto.com. Head to crypto.com today to buy CRO and be part of this historic move. Don't wait. Let's be clear. Cryptocurrency is no longer emerging. It's here. And this latest move comments that, geez, and this latest move cements that reality in the biggest way yet. Trump Media Group just linked a massive $6.4 billion deal with Crypto.com, the world's top crypto platform. They're teaming up to scoop up $6.4 billion in CRO, the powerhouse token that fuels fast, lo-fi DeFi, staking rewards, and real-world perks like cashback on your spends to launch America's first CRO treasury. When it's done, this new company will be the biggest CRO holder out there. Want in on the action? Head to crypto.com today and grab some CRO. Let's make crypto great again. Interesting. Thank you for the 72 cents, CRO. What's this other one? Switch with Julie. Switch with Julie's offering me 53 cents. Well, Julie, I'd love to read that. I just can't do it right now. Thanks. Thanks, Julie. Well, maybe one day we'll get to it. All right. I may head over to locals. It doesn't seem like a lot of folks are here that would go to locals today, but I might still do a little hangout. Crossing my purple cherry cardiac pheno with Pineapple Express. Oh, nice. Just put 7 breeding plants into their breeding tent, and my purple cherry cardiac pheno strain males. Hold on here. 2 are its sisters breeding F2. With that one, the new grow. Okay, I see. Got some breeding going on. Shouts out to the growers only underground genetics. If you're watching on Rumble for the first time, check out the first part of the show where we talk about growing and the ups and downs of learning how to grow my own food, my own plants, be more sustainable. It's the main reason why I started doing live streaming. I thought before that I could do a radio show or something like that, but I didn't really have a reason or uh, like a subject until I figured out like, well, everybody's got to eat, and if I can learn how to grow some of my own food, then maybe I could eat a little healthier. Not just healthy as in going to veggies versus junk food, but the vegetables are healthier when you grow them yourself. Perry Wood, are you here? Perry Wood now. Perry, if you want a spot on the level up mycology wheel, let me know instead of a regular indoor farmer coupon. Your biggest drop yet next year, James? Sounds like a blast, man. See if Perry's here. Perry Wood, are you here? I know there's a long delay, so I'll hit this bong while we wait. Well, Kyle heard it. Perry can be tagged too, by the way. He's a member, so he's here. Okay. I thought you were here, just wanted to make sure I gave you enough time. All right. Well, it's too bad there wasn't a way for me just to stop the Facebook live stream, because we could just continue on and have a little watch party. Nah, I prefer making that a separate live stream. So we're going to do that, guys. We're going to head over to Locals for a little bit, watch a little comedy, unwind, and think about our next steps. I got to figure out some dinner for my son and I tonight. What's on the docket? What's on the skillet, huh? What's in the skillet? We're going to figure that out. He's on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Perry, it just took a minute to catch up, I guess. It's all good. But yeah, we're going to head over there. If you haven't yet, click that join button at the bottom on the Rumble side. Go join us on Locals. Become a subscriber. You don't even have to engage. You don't even have to get in the giveaways if you think that my end goal, my vision, is worth supporting. And it's not a vision of podcasting, although using the airways to make these ideas more popular and to push the fact that we should think about them more, make them more pop culture, more culturally relevant, more interesting and fun and cool and hip, in the know, in the now, all those good things, because it's something that we all have to deal with on a daily basis. Why shouldn't we talk about it more? And so we make it fun. We make game shows. We make reviews, and we do panel shows. But today's show, this show, is the show where I'm really trying to push these ideas. Not just show you what I'm growing, which yes, majority is, because that's what I have available. But I want to try to start touring more farms and things like that. That's my plan. It's always been my plan, but I've made myself too busy, which is, I guess, good and bad. So it is what it is. One of those kind of sayings. We're gonna head over to Locals right now. I appreciate everybody for hanging out, because you know what? We all have to think about this kind of stuff. Every one of us has to eat. We'll see you tomorrow for the Indoor Farmer reviews. I don't know what we're reviewing yet, but it's going to be something. We'll find something interesting to check out. We'll be there tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time. Right now, we're heading over to locals. Come and join us. We'll be right there. Peace.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Waylon the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm Waylon the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Waylon's here, and he's